Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Bale might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first. He'd be disappointed with that.
And it's Gullit. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for options for movement.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defender slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Look at the space here. Deftly away. He's looking wide. Seedorf. Oh, that's nice. Driving forward. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. And he's got away from Figo! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Figo just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Azar, a player who needs no introduction. It's a pretty loose pass. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Nesta. Vieira. And it's Pepe. And he passes it long. And it's Azar. He's free, he has got space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Figo. And that interception was most necessary. Azar. Here's Vieira. Nice physical challenge. Yaya Toure. And this is Gullit. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf. And here's Gullit. Hazard. Hazard. And the shot! It's in! And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Rui Costa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rui Costa. And here's Figo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit. And Gullit! Ruud Gullit! Beyond special! What a player! About as smooth as it gets. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. And he welcomes it in. Oh, good ball! Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos making good progress. Now it's Hullet. Vieira. This is a promising build-up.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Hullet. And he's had it nicked away. And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Back on the way then. And it's Bale. Now he's running away. He's a sharp little ball here.
Bale clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, they could break here. Ambitious ball here. The less said about that pass, the better. Nedved. Seedorf. Nedved. Now it's Figo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bale charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed.
Goes for a shot! And it's been hooked away.
Vietnam are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pepe makes the interception. Bale. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Lahm. Nedved. Looking for the run. Figo wants to run onto this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Seedorf.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Figo crosses.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he get it through? Lahm has it in a wide position. Oh, that's fabulous. Impressive jump! And he's stuck it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
8.
So the lead now is 2.
Number 25.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Number 6.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Number 15. Mateo.
Can they get him away?
Number 13.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Substitution in progress.
Great ball if he can get there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Nesta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Crosses it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Oh, no joy this time. Makaleli can see things others simply cannot.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vitinha, and it's Roberto Carlos. The final 5 minutes. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Vitinha. Mateus. Looking to play him in. No, not quite on the same way. Real chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Schmeichel must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So now the difference is 3.
There will be 3 minutes at a
That
time.
looks a decent ball. Nagatomo has it out wide and in space. Terrific effort! Just cruising! They are cruising! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight.
And that is that. Vietnam, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Pullet reflecting on a stellar
Please take this
performance,
opportunity to
and
pay
now
a visit to
taking
our
home
official store.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's Dembele. Pass somewhat off target. Bale going after that. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos making good progress. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep.
Oh, super ball!
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Seedorf. And this is Roberto Carlos. Ronaldo is flagged offside. And he's being shifted off it, and he's forced to go back. Nesta. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Bale. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nedved. Yaya Toure. Toure makes a dash for it. And the counter is on. And it's Rui Costa. Pinches it off him. Vietnam already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Nedved. Vieira. Spread it left. Rui Costa. And it's Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Seedorf. And that pass just didn't quite work. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's looking wide. Pullet gets on his bike and on the move. Almost half an hour in now. Rui Costa has got himself a free kick. Nesta is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Roberto Carlos has charged, surely! Dembele finds himself offside. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. That has not gone well. And here's Bale. Closing in on goal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Dembele. Dembele. looking to pass their way up the pitch. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Roberto Carlos! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And now they can clear their lines. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rui Costa. And this is Dembele. Vietnam looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been dealt with. Lam made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rui Costa.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos running with intent. Seedorf.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. That's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through, looking for the run. He's in a good position here. That's going to go a long way. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vietnam just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Nedved. And here's Bale. And it's Nedved. Bale. That is a brilliant interception. He's picked his way through. Oh, cracking ball. And he's there to get it away. They get a throw in. And that's definitely not his best. Vieira makes the interception. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, they could break here. Can he get on the end of this? He's cut it out. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Bale. Lam. Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nedved! And for a moment, time stood still. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor.
And a header! And that's in!
They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
Can he finish? It's in! And they're back in front!
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes
Number
here, both
8.
at the same time.
Seedorf.
Well, this is what we've been
Number
waiting
13.
for. Roberto
Nedved.
Carlos.
Number 3.
That is good
Roberto
pressure,
Carlos.
just hounded him off it.
Number 2.
Well, that is good. Super
Coming on
running,
the
sharp
field.
movement. Came up
Number
against
6.
a defender, though, who was
Makelele.
ever so determined.
Number 15. Mateus.
Passes coming
Number
off in quick
25.
succession here.
Hazard.
Pepe, the
Number
man
55.
synonymous with solidity.
Nagatomo. Number 18. Maicon.
Referee's given a
Substitution in
throw.
progress.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, well measured. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a promising position. And this is Iniesta. Produces a cross.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great vision. Figo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And the pass is intercepted. Maicon. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mateus. Hazard. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Pele.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Maicon. Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Has been indicated.
It's a pretty loose pass. Van der Sar clears.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. This is the time you need that pace.
That's been cut out, well played. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal, ultimate. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Rummenigge gives it back. And he's well positioned here. Roberto Carlos. He's rising! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looks to the other side. Threads one in. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a shot. He's had a shot! And it's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Vietnam look comfortable already, 2 to the good and flying. Now he's off and running. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And this is Hullet. Rui Costa. And it's... Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Nesta with the clearance. Roberto Carlos. It's run loose here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Bullet! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cruyff. This is a promising build-up. Now, can they get him away? Lovely, now that... Can he finish? It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira can see things others simply cannot.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that was vital. And he can clear it away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Rummenigge clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Vieira. Mateus. Oh, good read. Nedved. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Van der Sar claims comfortably. And the counter is on. And it's Gullit. Yaya Toure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Gullit. Roberto Carlos. Rui Costa. That's been cut out, well played. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Vietnam are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. Goes for a shot! That's another chance! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Gullit. Now it's Rui Costa. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Nedved, not the most accurate pass. And it's Lahm. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Gullit. Quality ball. And that's a throw-in. Mateus looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. He's found some space. Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. Seedorf. And here's Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great vision. Nedved. Looking for the run. Always onto this. Good ball, good take. Ah, lovely feet.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Vieira. Number 15,
astute defending there.
Mateus. Number 9, Johan Cruyff. Number 3, Roberto Carlos. Number 2, Now.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Number 6,
Up towards the front line.
Number 8, Seedorf.
Great
Number
defending,
25,
strong and determined.
Hazard. Number 55,
Aims beyond the
Nagatomo.
defence.
Number 18,
He's seen that early,
Michael.
used a certain sixth
Substitution.
sense. And he can thump it away. Seedorf proves just a little bit too strong. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Nagatomo. And they've got a throw. He's found a way past. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And this is Hazard. Oh, nice touch. Pinches it off him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic.
Oh, what has happened here? Now then, the ball's come loose. He's found a way through. Now can he find... Chance! And a neat finish. Do not write them off. Back they come. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a brilliant interception. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nagatomo calmly anticipates. Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makaleli. I think they're done. They are done. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And here's Bale.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Bale. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Hullet. And the pass is intercepted. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And here's Hullet. Tries to play it through, and he's got... Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Makaleli plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Distributed tidily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And a header! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Nesta produces the perfect tackle there. Knocks it into space. He can run onto that. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, now he can run away with it. Nesta gets it clear. Seedorf. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Hullet. Hullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Played out to the left flank. Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Hullet. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Lam did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Dembele clears. Makaleli. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely aimed pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lam. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's a sharp little ball here, and that could set him on his way. And he's definitely onside.
1 minute added time.
And the shot! And he's stuck it away! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
And that is about as cool as they come. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's in a great position here. And this is...
Can he finish? And he hits the net! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
A shift in the...
Impressive job! Oh, he's hit the bar!
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Lam. And that is headed for the middle. Tries to get it clear. Seedorf.
Vietnam are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Seedorf gets across to intercept that. Makaleli. Nedved. And it's Nedved. Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Seedorf. Pepe. And it's Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 8, Seedorf. Number 13, Nedved.
Vieira.
Number 3, Roberto Carlos.
And this is Bale.
Number 2,
Oh, that's nice.
coming on the field, number 14.
Nicely weighted ball.
Vieira.
Ball swung
Number
in.
15,
That's a
Mateo.
corner kick.
Number 9, Johan Cruyff.
Well, look, they know
Number
they've got a height
55,
advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 18, Michael.
Backward it goes. Chance, surely! Bale with the clearance. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Bale! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Vietnam have their second corner now. Maicon looking for the far post. And that should get the job done. And it's Vieira. Maicon swings it across.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great vision. And that was asking for too much.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Now it's Bale.
And a chance!
And the keeper couldn't hold it.
And it's in!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Mateus. And it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vitinha. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. Opts for safety. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Maicon cuts up. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Vietnam desperately failing.